So I thought I would give a preview of how the new game mode Camazone works. So let's jump right into it. When you enter the Camazone, it should look something like this. The first important thing here is the benefits tab. As you play this game mode, you will collect points which can be used to buy buffs for your characters. However, you start with no buffs, so you will have to play at least one run of this game mode to be able to get the buffs. There are two very important buffs you can gain, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to showcase them now, as you have to find them while playing through the mode. One of the buffs ignores melee shields, and the other buff ignores ranged shields. So if you have a melee team, you want to get the melee shield ignore buff, and if you have a ranged team, you want to get the ignore ranged shield team buff. If your team is mixed, grab the one for your strongest DPS, because grabbing both isn't the best use of points in my opinion. Before we jump into the actual mode, let me just say that two great heroes for this mode are Maya and Ogma, and two good alternatives are Craig and Lorraine with her EX weapon. If you have none of those, just use your best tank and healer and see how far you can get. Once you hit challenge, you are presented with different level floors. You can skip floors if you are strong enough, but always remember you start with no buffs. So generally, you should play through the first floor and then go on to the more difficult floors after. If you skip floors and manage to clear a high level one, you do not need to replay the lower level floors, as you will be awarded all the rewards if you had played them. The Camazone runs in seasons. I'm not sure which length the Switch version will run for. Currently, mobile resets once a week, but it used to reset every 3 days, which was quite tedious if you wanted to consistently do it for the rewards. I hope Switch gets the 1 week time frame. So starting on floor 1, as you can see, you can plot your path and there are different types of tiles leading up to the boss. Your goal is to get to the boss while picking out the best path to suit you. Single sword tiles are normal fights. Double sword ride tiles are harder fights. The shopping cart is a shop where you can buy various resources. The question tile is a random event with a range of outcomes. And finally, the green heart tile is a healing tile. In this mode, if your character dies, they are going to be unavailable for the next time, unless you heal or resurrect them. But you are allowed to use every character you own. Although since building characters is so slow, you are probably going to be regulated to your best 4 to 8 characters at this point. The only other advice I can give is to read the stuff presented to you when playing through this mode. Lots of little lore nuggets are presented in some of the encounters, and sometimes the things you do on one level come into play at a higher level. Which reminds me, there are 8 levels to clear on each floor, but not to worry, if you get defeated early, you still get your points and rewards up to where you got to, and you are now free to go back to the benefits tab and buy or change some buffs and try again. The last thing I'm going to touch on for Camazone is the rewards shop. If it matches the mobile shop, this is a great place to get awakening stones monthly. Also grab the hero crystals if they are there, and then all your excess bottle caps can be saved for future use or used to buy hammers to upgrade your gear. And that's it for my Camazone preview. It's a pretty fun mode that is quite optional, as most things are in Guardian Tales. You can play it for the rewards or skip it if you don't find you need the extra awakening stones. One thing I forgot to mention is that this is a stamina free mode, so if this now in the game, Guardian Tales can now take up quite a bit of playtime if you wish it to do so. Happy holidays, and I hope you continue to enjoy Guardian Tales into the new year. Until next time, my name is Kujets and you can look forward to more Guardian Tales videos in the future.